I'm pretty sure that most people have heard of the girl who like went on Bumble BFF and met like a friend who became super possessive of her. If not, you should really go look that up on TikTok. It's crazy. But I have had this encounter mainly when I was younger. Well, a few times like recently, but mainly when I was younger, because of these type of situations. I kind of isolated myself. I know that's like not the best thing to do, but I did it because, quite frankly, I was terrified of making friends because things like this kept happening to me. But I think it was because a girl on TikTok made a very good point. She said, like, when you're nice or like quiet, even introverted, you're cool pretty much like people, right? Which means like people come to you, basically is what she said, and you're cool. Like, it's like, I don't mind you being around. Like, why would I mind that? Like, it's not that deep. You know what I mean? As long as you're like a cool person, I don't really mind. But we don't really like, because we're not seeking out people, then how do you put it? Like, sometimes people who are insecure or toxic will latch onto us because like they see the qualities in us that they want. And I see that happen to like so many other people, not just me. And the thing about it is, like, I don't really understand why it's normalized to them or why they feel so okay with stalking and harassing people they barely know. Like, I have a few videos on the channel about this, but the reason why I have so many videos is because like this kept happening to me. And then like I have my own like life story that I go into a little bit, but I don't know. It's like harder to talk about that story because it's like family. But when it comes to friends, it's like I never understood that. It's like, you don't know me and I don't know you. And I'm not saying that to be mean, but it's like we're barely knowing each other. Why do you feel comfortable to, like, in that girl situation, have her location or to show it when she's on a date and demand her presence? She barely freaking knows you. Like, I remember, oh my goodness, I think I talked about this in like a few story times ago, but that girl that I made that story time about, so like I had an inkling that she like liked me, like, you know, she wanted to date me, but we were younger, so it's like I didn't want to insinuate it, because it's like you don't want to be presumptuous, but at the same time, like, your actions are all leading to this. Now I'm older, so like I'll just be like, I clocked it and I'm gonna move accordingly. But at the same time, it was like she was so possessive, like a boy, and she would like ask me, I know you're gonna be like, you gullible hoochie, and you're right, but she would be like, can we just pretend we date so guys don't talk to us? And I'll be like, no, I don't want to do that. And she would like be like, please, please, please. I'm like, chill, like, stop, like, no, ill. And not ill because like she's like, because of like anti, like, whatever. No, not that, because I didn't want to do that with her because she was being so possessive. She's being so like obnoxious, and it's like I genuinely felt like she really wanted people to believe that. And I was being gaslit so bad, where people like, oh, she's just doing that for like safety, or oh, you know, all girls do this, or oh, like, blase, blase, blase. Oh my goodness, it was so, tribal gaslighting really makes you question your sanity, because it's like, I can see what she's doing, you can see what she's doing, but you're pretending that you like don't see it. And I don't get that, because it's like, ew, why would you do that to someone? Because you are attracted to them? It's freaking weird. And it wouldn't have mattered if she was a girl or a boy, because obviously I have like instances like this with boys. But if she was like, it didn't matter, right, about her gender, because it's like, no one wants you pushing up on them, or like, well, some people might like it. I do know some people who will like it. I don't. And I would even try to push her off on those people who like really like attention. And I'm not judging that. Like, get your life. I'm not judging you at all if that's what you like, because like obviously we all want attention from the person we want it from. But like, I have friends at the time who like want attention from like everyone, and I don't judge that whatsoever, as long as it doesn't like affect me. You know what I mean? As long as you're not harming others, I really don't care about you wanting attention. But I would try to push her off onto them, and she just like would not, like, she was like so fixated on my life. And I couldn't for the life of me understand that, because there were like people who was willing to talk to her, like they liked her or they were willing to try it out, but she wouldn't go for them. She would just like harass me if like I talked to somebody. Like I feel like I'm retelling the story, but like yeah, like she would like try to talk to them just to get them to get away from me. It wasn't that she didn't even want them, because like sometimes like, okay, when she would try to talk to them, I'm like, oh cool, like she likes them, like I don't really like this guy, like I don't know him even enough to like him, so I'm like, okay cool, like yeah, go ahead. And then like once she realized like I didn't care, she was like, oh no, well I didn't really want him, I just didn't want you to like him. And I was like, what? Like, that's weird. Like, I would never think to do something like that to you or to anyone else. And she didn't see, like, a problem with it. She didn't see a problem with her acting that way. Or, no, sometimes she did see a problem, because, like, I would call it out because, you know, I'm going to say something. And she would be like, I just don't want you to like them better than me. And I'm like, I'm not your boyfriend. I remember screaming that to her on a hill. I remember exactly, like I could literally show the picture. Like I could go there and show you where it's happened at. And I remember screaming, like, I'm not your freaking, like, your girl. I said boyfriend at the time because like she was treating me like a partner. And I'm like, she has a boyfriend. Why is she doing this? And people got mad at me. It was like, stop being mean. She just likes you. Like, what? Yo, literally gaslighted me and said she didn't. And that, like, she was just, like, that's just how girls act. And, like, I know a lot of girls. And, like, yeah, some of them will do that, like, as a jokey way. But she was being, like, possessive and gross. And, like, she was too touchy-feely for me. Like, I don't know you. Don't keep trying to kiss me on my cheek. Like, I cannot believe, like, I was obviously really young. But they really tried to gaslight me and pretend like that did not happen. Like, I mean, not that it didn't happen. That, like, I was reading too much into it. And they were, like, it's like fucking people are so nasty. Like, it's like I don't know why you would do that to anyone. Obviously, this was a really bad neighborhood. This is not like this isn't like my regular hometown. So I guess like that plays a part. I don't know if that plays a part into it because I can't speak. I didn't go through this in the county. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I'm just saying I didn't go through it. Everywhere is different. But yeah, that was so obnoxious. And I'm just like, girl, don't touch me. 1, 2, I screamed like, I'm not your boyfriend. You have a boyfriend. Like, talk to him. And she was like, I don't want you to like them better than me. Just talk to me. Just talk to me. And I'm just like, I always attract people like that. And I think it's because I'm too freaking nice and I be letting crazy people near me. But that's okay because I'm working on that. I'm working on it. The problem is like I'll like call it out instantly, but it's like once those people feel like you've been nice to them, they won't let it go. That's the problem. That's why, oh my god, I keep forgetting to upload the other story time about the guy. But yeah, with this girl, with this Bumble BFF, like I really want to go into a deep dive. I've been doing this for years of just trying to understand why they feel comfortable doing these things, like being possessive when they don't even know you like that. A lot of people say it points to BPD. I don't really know because I don't know anybody with BPD in my personal life. Like I don't know anybody with these things, so like I don't know. I would just have to go off what like Dr. Romney or psychiatrists say. But this is consistent, and it's like crazy because when you get on TikTok, you see just how many people have the same freaking story, or not the same story exactly, but the same type of story. Like everyone in the comments like, yeah, this happened to me with an old friend. And it's like, I know with me, I get like, I can see like where I have attracted these people is because of me being like friendly. So obviously they're gonna attach to friendly people, and then they're gonna try to use it against you because she did. Like, oh, like why are you being so mean? Because like they felt like calling me mean would make me how do I say, like feel guilty. Like they always try to guilt trip me, and it may have worked sometimes, but like eventually I'm gonna get annoyed with that. Like, stop trying to guilt trip me. You're not a victim here. You're being weird. Leave me alone. But even then they become like kind of harassing and stalkery. I don't get what that is about. Like, let the friendship go. It's not that deep. It's so agitating. I mainly dealt with that in that neighborhood and then like a family member. But that whole clinginess, I don't see how people think that's cute. Like, I really don't. And I don't like it when people justify it when it's like, oh, she's just a girl, like, y'all are just girls, just talk it out. I don't give a darn. Don't do that. Like, it's so weird. It's so weird, man. Anyway, this could happen in like any gender, obviously, but I feel like girls just don't talk about how much this happens with female friendships. Like, you know, the movie Single White Female, a lot of girls give off those vibes, and I know I see guys doing it to their guy friends too, of like being super possessive over them, and it's just like, back up. Like, you don't own that person. I don't know why people feel so entitled in this day and age. I don't know if it was people always like this. Well, I guess it was, but you know, they didn't have like cameras for us to talk about it. They probably wrote it down somewhere. But we need psychiatrists to really come out and do deep dives into this, because I've been wanting to know this for years. Like, why do I, well, now I know why I keep attracting them, but why, like, do they feel this entitled? And why are the laws not helping us get rid of these people? But you know what I will say? Record. Like, literally take out your phone and go live if people are doing this to you, because that's the only way it seems to work with them, and have more people know what's going on. It's literally the only way, because if you don't have evidence, the cops will literally look at you like, well, you know, we're just gonna talk to them, or like something stupid like that. But anyway, that's all for this video. Thank you. Let me know, have you ever been harassed, stalked, or been with a possessive friend? Because like, I sure have, and it's weird, cringy. Why do you care so much if I talk to other people, if I have other friends, if I have a boyfriend? Or like, that's weird. Why are you trying to ruin my relationship? Ew. Anyway, thank you. Let me know. Bye.